Okay, guys, I wanted to do a couple of videos for you just to kind of so you can get an idea of the properties, and then if you love what you see in the video, we can set up a showing for when you guys get back. So this is 173 Kingsbridge, and I'm walking out here because I like to show you the surroundings of everything. So this community has an HOA. This is the main road that you drive on. But like maybe 600 feet that way, which is how you come into the subdivision, there's some like manufactured homes that do not have an HOA, and some of them look like they don't have an HOA. Like one of them has a bunch of junk in the front yard. So just know if you come this way, you're going to see those things up there quite a bit, but you can't see them from here. So here's the front of the house. The front yard is awesome. The roof doesn't look terrible. There's a couple of raised shingles by the, where the chimney is rather, that I would just want, obviously your inspector will look at it. So when you guys get a home inspection, your inspector will be like, there's some raised shingles on the roof. I recommend a licensed roofer to come out, or he might say nothing. It'll be the same with the HVAC. He might be like, oh, there's signs of wear. I would recommend a licensed HVAC technician come out and look at it, or they could say nothing. There's that. I like to point that out. The windows are huge. Front porch. HVAC looks super old. Doesn't mean that it doesn't work, but I'll have to check the age of it. But if you're around year 15 or 20, I would expect to maybe need a new one pretty soon. There's a few ways that we can like go around, look into that as well, if that's something you guys want to explore. There's a couple of holes right there. The VA might hit on that. They might not. I never know with them sometimes. Okay, so... sorry. Lights, there we go. Okay, so right when you walk in, there's a door. I'm going to assume this is a closet. Yep. Flooring. They've got a lot of locks on this door. This door is a little beat up. You can see the dents and stuff. The wall's beat up from probably just the door handle. I don't love the look of this transition. Again, it depends if you're handy or not. We're not handy people, so I always point these things out because some of them seem like they would be a big fix for people who are not handy. Fireplace. So what I notice is there's been this seam. It doesn't look like they've replaced or repaired the texture, so it could just be I bet you it's just the seams that are starting to, I say that, they have painted. I don't know if you can see. But sometimes like just ceiling drywall seams come undone, if you will. Fireplace, gas, looks like. Here's the front. There's a nice big window. So here's the fireplace. There's a couple of, the wood is a little bit warped, but it's nothing terrible. The ceilings are nice and tall. That's, again, your front door. So I do notice there's some slant in the foundation when you walk this way towards this wall. And I don't think you can see it on camera. There's some gaps underneath. The molding, not necessarily concerning. Sometimes they leave gaps for expansion, like because your floors will contract and expand. However, because when you walk, you notice that the floor it slopes that way. Okay, I'm gonna go into the kitchen. I like this butcher block countertop, and the big sink is really nice. Cabinets are going to be from when it was originally built. They've just painted them. You don't have a ton of counter space. It's not bad. If you could, there's plenty of room here. You could do like a small table and then one of those like rolling countertop space guys. I will go to the back last. This is right off of the kitchen. This is going to be your garage. It is super cold in here. Whew. You got some storage. And the garage door is at least electric. I didn't know that it would be. Again, here's another view. I didn't even notice this little pantry. Okay, walking down the hall, there's another small closet. And there's when they had something obviously put in the wall and tried to patch it up. It doesn't look the best. Okay, so to the right, here's one bedroom. Not a bad, there's no lights. There's a light switch, but there's no light in here. It might be connected to one of the outlets. So no light, no ceiling fan. Again, the really big window. Closet doesn't have a door. Not a terribly sized room. Like you could fit a queen bed in here pretty comfortably. Anything more than that, you're not going to have like much space at all. There's another view, living space. Right across from that is this bathroom. This is linoleum, it's not tile. I always look under there to see if there's like huge signs of, oh gosh, this doesn't open very well at all. I don't love that either in the mirror. Sorry, I look kind of homeless today. I'm going to stage a house in paint, so I'm in leggings and a t-shirt and tennis shoes. Okay, there is a little closet right here with some of the leftover tile or linoleum. Again, kitchen, living space. I'm going to continue going to the right. Fan, remote, which is really nice. This is going to be considered your primary suite. Again, with the really large windows. I don't love whatever the hell that is. The backyard is actually really large as well. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I don't know if you can see it. I have no idea. There's no, this reminds me of like an old school hotel where like the bathroom and the sink is outside of the rest of it. There's a closet right here, a really nicely sized closet. The carpet kind of sucks. I don't love that hole or what is about to be a hole. Here's the bathroom. They got paint. Is that paint or is that a reflection? Just kidding. It's not paint, it's a reflection. I was referring to that right there. Tub is original, can be refinished. However, if needed, all of your doors are going to be original in this place as well. I don't love this in the bedroom. Again, it's going to be up to y'all. Let me know if you like it, or if you don't like it, or if you don't care. That'll kind of help me. It's not something you see very often, but random occasions. This room as well doesn't have a light fixture. This overlooks the front. Again, all of this needs to be kind of redone. I love that the closet had the light fixture and the bedroom does not. Again, nice size bedroom. Could easily fit a queen. It's very comparable to that first bedroom I was in, but I think it might have a little more space because of this little cutout right here. Okay, so now I am going to go to, at least that thermostat is newer and it works. It's the heat set on 62 and it's 62 in here. It was running when I got in. There is attic access right here. Again, another view. I'm gonna go outside. So things that the VA hit on are gonna be, it's generally gonna be safety related. So like if this railing wasn't here, or if they don't deem it safe, that'll be a hit. And they'll ask the sellers to replace it. You'll also see, like, a lot of times, I bet you they'll actually have them stain this, strangely enough. If there's like holes in the siding, they'll ask for those to be repaired generally. So it looks like they actually boarded that window up once upon a time, and that's what that was that I was seeing out of there. Backyard. So what's a few things that I don't love. At least this can give me a good view of the back of the roof. Shingles are okay. They've got a little bit of texture to them, but not a lot left. So some things that I don't love are going to be, it's so sandy. That is not something I don't love. I don't really care about that. I just noticed it from over here. It's super sandy. I don't love crawl spaces if there's not any documentation on the crawl spaces. So it depends on if it's been maintained, or if they've had anyone look at it, or if there's a vapor barrier, or all of these things, because of the crawl spaces and the slants in the floor can greatly impact the property and its inspection. Crawl spaces, roofs, HVACs are some of the biggest things. And there's no vapor barrier in here. So the inspection's gonna hit on the insulation, that wood that's underneath there. The pillars are gonna be noted on what kind of condition they're in. So a lot of times I've seen pillars like not, I don't know, like they kind of half-ass fix them. And then they're likely to fail sooner. And I don't love that. And those are very costly things. So something I always want you to be aware of when you're looking at a house that has a crawl space. Especially a house that has a crawl space and you can see some, that wind, differences in like the floor. So the slant isn't drastic, but you never know. I have been in a house that had no slant at all and the crawl space was terrible, but you wouldn't know it. And so unfortunately, that's something that you don't find out until you get an inspection done. So, all right, y'all, I will send this your way. I'm heading to Mark as well. I will send that your way. I'm super sorry if you get tired of hearing me talk. But I just want to point out everything that I'd point out if you were here in person, essentially. Like, I don't want there to be any surprises. So I feel like this house is okay, but I feel like there's a potential for a lot of work in the near future. HVAC for sure. Crawl space is an unknown. Roof also potentially as well. You just don't know. But let me know what y'all's thoughts are, and I will get you this video in Mark.